Hey everybody, it's Jordan here from Game Changers and Smartphone. And one of the things that people ask us all the time is how can we make the absolute best CRM in Podio? And a real big sticking point for a lot of people is how do they best integrate email. Now, using GlobeMail and ProcFu, we've come up with what we think is some of the best email integration into Podio to ensure that you get the maximum CRM capabilities. I'm going to explore two ways of integrating email into your Podio system in this video. The first one is via a sort of inbox functionality. It's something that we install for clients weekly, and I have personally run my email off this system for the past couple years. And the second is contextual emails based on different Podio apps so that you can be looking at something and quickly send emails to someone like a project update or a sales update. So I'll dive into each of those separately. Okay, so the first way we tend to integrate our email is through the notion of an email inbox, which replaces Outlook or Gmail or anything, and basically creates an item for each brand new email thread. So for instance, if someone emails me and I've never emailed them, or like they just email me out of the blue, it'll create a brand new item. And of course, using GlobeMail, it means that if I go ahead and respond, that email response will be tracked and then will be in a thread. So here I've got one, and you can see that there is a code here. It's the GlobeMail code, and we've got a thread here going of back and forth emails. Of course, if I choose to initiate, the same thing happens. A brand new one will be created, but of course it'll already be in GlobeMail, so their response will of course be tracked. Everything will work seamlessly. But this methodology means that every single email that comes into my email inbox comes into Podio, so that I can have a new and unread email message. If I then respond, of course, it'll automatically switch it to waiting for response, and it comes out of my unread emails. So this is essentially my email inbox. If I go ahead and respond, you can see there's also, we can track opens, click rates, everything like that, using the fundamental functions of GlobeMail itself. Now, one of the things I love about this is we've got this notion of shared and private. So this is my private email inbox, but of course I also have an email inbox for my whole team to access shared emails, things that may go across everything. And of course, all I need to do, everything comes in as private, and the way we have this set up is if I click the shared button, it will go ahead and create that shared and sync the two. So if any more emails go back and forth, they'll be both in my inbox, but obviously synced up to the public one as well. A big part of this new system, which we now use via ProcFu, is the ability to quickly create an email without having to dot around the system and find my contacts app and click a create email button, create an item, all that. So you want to be able to work just like in Gmail or ProcFu, or Outlook, and quickly send an email. And we've got this by using ProcFu and using a mini app to control everything. So all I have to do, here I am in my inbox, say I want to send a new email, click new email. I can choose the privacy settings. This is how we do it. I can choose what type. Let's just say it's an admin. I'm going to send it to myself. That one, I'm going to go test for video. And of course, I can then go ahead and write a nice email. I can format it the way I want. I can add in any sort of, I can bold it. I can make lists, everything I want as I want to do it. And including, I can relate it to any part of my system. So if I want to go ahead and relate it to a certain project deliverable or sales pipeline, it makes it very easy for me to write a quick email, relate it to somewhere, and you can have these as, we've got it as one field, but you can have this separate ones, pipelines, projects, offers, whatever it is. But it makes it super easy for me to be like, right, I'm sending Jordan an email, here's my email, I'm going to associate it with this thing in Podio, and I'm going to attach a file to it. right away, there we go. Oops, sorry. My computer's going a bit haywire right now. There we go. I'm attaching a file, and now all I've done is just like I would in Outlook. I've create new email message. I've found the person I want to. I've quickly searched my contacts for the person I want to send it to. I've written my email. I've most importantly associated it with something in Podio so that this email immediately gets associated there, and I've uploaded a attachment. I click save, and in the background, of course, what's going to happen is this email has just been created. It's private. It's to Jordan Fleming. This is that email I sent. You can see here on the right that GlobeMail has kicked in. It is now sent this, and the attachment is there. It is marked as delivered because it's been sent and received, and if I then go ahead and open it, it'll be opened, etc. All that's happened, and here I am. I can either go back to my inbox or send a brand new email and set it. Okay, the next method I want to just quickly show you is how you can initiate emails contextually from different apps. This is really useful to complete your sort of CRM setup, whereby you can have email initiating buttons on any app you want: projects, deliverables, invoice, sales pipeline, offer, whatever it is you've got. You want to be able to be looking at an app, initiate an email, and get it all linked together with as few steps as possible to create a real CRM kind of functionality. And by using ProcFu and GlobeMail, you can do this. So in this case, here's just a demo setup where we've got a project in a project management space, and we've got here a client project leader. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to be on a project and quickly be able to send a new email to that project leader. Of course, you could do that to a project team or a billing team. However you want to set it up, you can do this by having these sorts of links, which are ProcFu widget links. So if I just simply click send new email, it's going to open up a brand new page, but of course it's already linked to this project. I don't have to think about it, and I also don't have to identify who I'm sending it to. We know we're going to send it because we've embedded this into the ProcFu logic. We're going to send it to that client decision maker. For us, we tend to just make sure you select who you're sending it from because we have a different methodology of doing it. And then of course, test from projects app. I can go ahead and write my email as a normal, dear PM, this is awesome. I can't type. And of course you can select any sort of attachments that you want. And now the key thing here is I've not had to maneuver anywhere around the system. I've simply been looking at one of my apps, clicked the create button, and it contextually knows to send it from this project app, link it here, and to the client leader. And that's an enormous benefit because, of course, what that means is that we now have, in fact, if I go back in, here's the email we just sent. Here it is. GlobeMail's just sent it. And there's the attachment. And of course, it's gone to the person selected. It's given the related projects that we care about, and everything's been done without us having to do it, which means that from a CRM perspective, I can now make email work from any app I want, not have to worry about selecting people, pressing buttons, moving around. I can simply just create and send my email and move on with my work, and I don't have to worry about anything else. So these two methods that I've outlined are really a way of completely integrating email both contextually across your whole system and as an inbox so that you have every type of email seamlessly integrated in Podio. All this is done simply by GlobeFlow or Citrix Workflow Solution, whatever it's called now, and ProcFu and GlobeMail. So those three things combined make it a seamless CRM email system. As I say, anybody who needs any help, just reach out to us. We are gamechangers.com. You can send in a form if you need some help. We've got a pretty, we've installed it hundreds and hundreds of times now. It only takes a couple hours of work from our point of view, and of course we can help you out. But those three tools will give you a simply superb email system in Podio.